I learned last week chores are a very controversial topic on Instagram. Apparently, I'm doing it all wrong. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Val. I'm the homeschooling mom of 4 young kiddos, and on my channel we share all things homeschool, mom life, homeschooling with toddlers. I've got all the tips and tricks, all the curriculum, all the fun activities. So if you're interested in that, make sure you follow along and subscribe to our channel because we've got lots of fun things coming. So today's video is part of a collaboration that was organized by Sarah over at the Johnson Crew. I will have her channel linked down below, but I'm sure you already follow her because she has all sorts of great tips and tricks and all the planning that goes along with mom life and homeschool life. She's full of so much knowledge. So I'm sure you're already following her, but if you're not, I will have her link down below, as well as the playlist full of lots of other moms who are sharing how they do chores with their families. So as a homeschooling family, you're home all day long together. There's stuff everywhere. There's things happening all the time. There's a lot going on. And so chores are kind of a must as far as being able to keep things neat and together. And if you're anything like me, mess around me makes mess up here. I don't function well. I can't be I shouldn't say I can't be, but I'm not very patient or nice to be around. If it's chaotic in our house, then I am feeling chaotic and it comes across in my behavior. So it's very important for me to keep an organized and tidy house. However, that doesn't really translate to chores in our home. So if you follow me on Instagram, which I will have linked down below, if you're not following, go give me a follow. But I posted last week a reel about the 5 things that we don't do with our kids. And one of those things was chore charts. And oh my gosh, I was not ready for the comments and the backlash from that. I am still shocked. And it wasn't just that, it was some of the other things that I said as well. However, chores was a big part of that. And I even explained in the caption that it's not that we don't do chores, but that I don't do chore charts. I've tried many different versions, and it's always just another thing that I have to keep on top of, and therefore doesn't end up getting done because there's already 100 million things that I'm trying to keep on top of, especially with homeschooling. So chore charts was just one of those things that I had to let go of. However, that doesn't mean that our kids don't do chores and help out around our house, because that they absolutely do. Now, just for a little context, my oldest is 5. My youngest is 1. In a week, she'll be 1. So the things they're able to do are different than something that 8 or even 12-year-old is going to be able to do. But they do still help out around our house. For us, that means they clear their place at the table every time they're done eating. They take care of their plate and silverware and cup or whatever, then take it to the sink. And they have to get cleaned up, wash their face, wash their hands. They are responsible twice a day. After lunch and before quiet time, they have to go through the entire house and make sure all of their things are picked up, taken to their rooms. And then at bedtime, right before they go to bed, they have to do the same thing. They have to go around the house, make sure all of their things are picked up and taken to their rooms, and then that their rooms are cleaned up and all the toys are put where they belong. We don't keep a lot of toys or stuffies or things like that out for them to play with on a daily basis. They typically are allowed to have 1 stuffy and a couple of toys. Depending on what the toys are, they're allowed to have a couple of toys. If they decide that, say right now my son has his Legos and that's what he is wanting to play with every day, if he decides that he doesn't want to have his Legos, he'd rather have his Magnetiles or his cars or his race car track or something like that, all the Legos have to get picked up and they are taken downstairs to our basement. We have a huge cabinet of toy storage down there, and the Legos get put back, and then he can take the racetrack and his cars up to his room or something like that. It just helps keep the clutter and chaos at a manageable level. So that's what we have found works well in our home. Aside from that, they help me sort all of their laundry. This was another thing that I got some backlash on that reel last week. We don't do folded clothes. So any shirts or dresses get hung, and they do that. So they sort all of their laundry. My daughter will put all her stuff into a pile. My son will put all his stuff into a pile. My 3-year-old puts all of her stuff into a pile. And then they usually, anything they pull out that belongs to the baby, they throw that into a pile. And then once everything is sorted into piles, they are in charge, the 3-year-old with some help, and I do the baby's stuff. But the 5-year-old and the 4-year-old are in charge of taking all of their clothes and putting them where they belong. So there's a drawer for pants and shorts. There's a drawer for their undies and their socks. There's a drawer for their pajamas, and then shirts and dresses get hung up. So they hang up any clothes that need to be hung up, and then everything else gets put in the correct drawer. However, it isn't folded. And I tried for a long time to fold all their laundry and then have them put away the folded piles, and it just never made it folded into the drawers. And for a long time, it would stress me out and make me cranky, and I'd get really upset about it. If you can't tell, I'm an organizational perfectionist freak. It's not one of my strongest suits. So they put it where it belongs, but not folded. But I gave up on the folded thing because they're helping, they're learning, and as they get older, I will teach them how to fold them. My 5-year-old is already starting to learn how to fold her stuff. The 4-year-old tries, but they will fold their own stuff and then put it away. So it's just baby steps. They're so young that right now we're just building the blocks. My 5-year-old and 4-year-old have at times helped me unload the dishwasher. Right now, it's my 3-year-old's favorite thing to do, to just, she'll take one thing out and hand it to me, and I'll put that away. And she'll take the next thing out and hand it to me, and I'll put that away. So it's a very long process, but she's helping and she loves it and she thinks it's so fun. So that's what we're doing right now. So every year as we go throughout the year, I kind of we just evaluate as we go what chores can be added on, what I think that they can handle and do successfully, or what we can begin to start teaching them to do, and then add that as a new chore. I mean, they're more like just responsibilities of helping keep the house going and doing your part for living here and being a part of this family. I'm not going to say that in the future we won't do chore charts, maybe. We'll see. So that's just what chores look like in our home for us at this stage in life. I know that it's different for everyone. I don't feel like there is a right or a wrong way. It's whatever works best for you and your family. But all the ladies that are a part of this collab have great videos and great ideas. You're going to get so much inspiration and so many ideas of how you can kind of implement some new things, or maybe some chores you hadn't even considered that you'll be able to then start doing with your own children. So make sure you check out that playlist. Like I said, it'll be linked down below, along with Sarah from the Johnson crew. Thank you so much for hosting this collab, Sarah. It's been really fun. Give this video a thumbs up. Make sure that you're subscribed to our channel and you have that bell notification turned on so you know anytime I post a new video. I hope you got something from this video. Let me know down below how you feel about chores. If you haven't, go check out my reel from last week and check out the comment section. There are no words. I was shocked. Anyway, thanks for joining us today, guys. Make sure you work your way through that playlist, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.